Just about everything in business that matters is a number. Your sales, your margins, your customer base, your costs, your profits, your cash flow. They're all driven by numbers. And when it comes to growing your business, there's a mathematical model that sits behind every business. And when you understand this model, you start to understand what truly drives your sales and what drives your profit. In this short video, I'll share with you how an understanding of this model will dramatically accelerate the growth of your business.
Hi, my name's Guy Fallows. I'm a chartered accountant and I'm passionate about helping business owners double their profits. Here's the big secret. You can make a massive difference to your profit line just by understanding and deploying some simple but powerful growth drivers. And this understanding is essential to building and growing a successful small business. To illustrate, let me explain this with a really simple version of the mathematical model using some simple numbers. Imagine a business which has 10 customers. Each of those customers spends £10 each time they buy, and each of those customers buys from the business 10 times each year. So we have three growth drivers here: the number of customers, how much they spend on average each time, and how often they spend. When you multiply these three elements together, you get total sales. So total sales for this business would be 10 times 10 times 10, which is £1,000. In other words, each customer spends £10 10 times a year, so they each spend £100 in a year. And if the business has 10 of those customers, all spending £100 each per year, total sales for the year become £1,000. If this was your business, you could undertake some sales and marketing activities to improve any of those numbers. Let's imagine you are able to increase the number of customers by 10%. This means you will have 11 customers rather than 10, and total sales now become 11 times 10 times 10, which is £1,100. In other words, increasing the number of customers by 10% increases sales by 10%. Maybe you decide to focus instead on increasing how much they spend by 10%. If you do this, your customers will spend £11 each time they buy, rather than £10. Total sales now become 10 times 11 times 10, which is £1,100. In other words, increasing how much your customers spend by 10% increases sales by 10%. No big surprise there. And if instead you focus your efforts on getting your customers to increase how often they buy from you by 10%, so they buy 11 times a year rather than 10, then again your sales increase by 10%. So here's the rule. If you increase any single growth driver by 10%, your total sales will increase by 10%. So what happens if you increase all three of the sales drivers by 10% at the same time? In other words, customer numbers go up from 10 to 11, each spending £11, and now buying 11 times a year. By how much would sales increase? I've heard some business owners suggest 10% and others 30%, but actually, when you do the maths, sales will grow from £1,000 to £1,331, which is a 33.1% improvement. What's happening here is something called synergy, and the key learning point is this: your business will grow much faster when you make small improvements in each of your growth drivers, rather than focusing on just one area. The common mistake many business owners make is to focus only on getting more customers. If you want your business to explode with growth, contact me today to arrange a business builder review. Although I normally charge £500 for this meeting, I'll be delighted to give you a free review as a thank you for watching this video. You'll see the details on the screen very soon and below this video.